Boom. All right, we're on. Perfect. Here we go, folks. Let me have you guys start with the wide V-sit. I can already tell it's not only going to be the greatest hits of 2020 stretches today. I think it's just going to be like the greatest class. I can tell, or the session. I don't know what is this. Is this class, lesson, gathering, congregation, something. Feet wide. We're doing the bubbles today here. All right. Long reach, hey, Elliot.
Hey.
And breathe here so we get the inner thigh stretched out. Scott, what's up? Nice shirt. All right, perfect. So as you guys have that long, wide V sit here, you want to think stack posture. You want to think on top of your sit bones here, as I've heard described. And yeah, pardon all the random stuff in the room here. These are some parallettes. This is a new quarantine purchase here. Maybe you guys go to one side here. We'll get the hamstrings and inner thigh here. And reach across and breathe there. Perfect. Wow, Professor, you have stepped up your flexibility game big time here. I see it. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I know my voice sounds like it's stuck in sarcastic. It's not. It's real. That's more than me for sure. I mean, look at the difference. That's huge. Deep breath here, and then make sure you guys switch sides. That was huge. Good job. Kudos to you. And then we got that long reach here, and then what do I have over here? I got a massage table, a pull-up bar, a box, kettlebells. Got to admit one more here. This is side B here. So we'll start off with our seated stretches. Good. All right, folks. And then let's go from that into the classic, the butterfly stretch. A little bit of an inner thigh stretch here. I do like, if you can, just try to get as tall as you can with your posture. You can use your hands for a bit of leverage there. Again, on top of the sit bones here. That's how I'm saying that now. The wiggle feels right here. Shoulders back, nice and tall. Get that imagination working by getting the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and breathe. I'm super pumped. I got the San Jose State hat on today, the alma mater of many Axis folks here. They're a winning team, which no one can see, but they're doing like a bowl game on New Year. So very exciting stuff. It's good. All right, and let's get one leg out, one leg in, reach. So this will be a figure four stretch, seated. Reach forward, hinge, reach towards that foot there, and then reach across with the other foot there. So you're getting both hamstring, a little bit of lower back. Again, use your deep breathing to help you relax into the stretch here. So I guess you could tense into the stretch. I mean, there's, you want to relax for the most part when you feel that initial kind of pull or discomfort. The tension, how you can tense into the stretch, which not being facetious there, like if you think about pressing down, like pushing your leg down to the ground and then relaxing, like that could help. Like it could help you get a little bit more mobility there. If you get what I'm saying there, give it a try. Push, 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 and relax. Push, 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 and relax. So it's isometric. So that's the hard thing about it, right? You can't see it, but like if I think about pushing down like a gas pedal with my toe towards my hand, that's also an isometric push. It could give me a little bit more mobility, especially if it's behind my calf here that I'm missing. Let's go to switch sides. Same. Other side, foot in, reach out. Here we go. Grab there, grab across, and breathe there. All right, 2020 is coming to an end. I feel like everyone's getting excited, getting pumped up for the new year. That's huge. I'm always a big silver lining guy. I think there's a lot of silver linings here. Hopefully, with all the bad, we had some good stuff out there. But looking forward, right? Join right now, looking forward, happy to connect with you guys. That's huge. All right, let's go both feet together. So I don't know if you guys are resolution people, pull the toes, reach long, and breathe, or goal setters or reviewers or reflectors. I like to reflect, for the new year. Like, I think it helps me. Like, I'm a very, uh, I'm not a target oriented individual. I just need to be told what to do. And so whether that is myself or someone else, like knowing that helps me out. So it's a good time to reflect. I love it. All right, we got that long sit here. All right, I'll have you guys slowly lay back here at your pace there. We'll get the straight leg hamstring. So press down with that lower back, engage that core a little bit. This is pelvic tilt, right? You're pushing your lower back into the floor a little bit, and then raise one leg up as high as you can. If you can hold it, that feels fine. Keep it. If you feel like you need a little bit of assist, you can use the hands behind your legs, your hamstring, or if you have a rope, you can use that. Up to you. If you need more or want more flexibility in there, breathe, breathe, breathe. We're going to get about a 20-second hold here. Long inhale, and even longer exhalation here. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat there. There we go. That'll be my goal for 2020 here is 2021. Is work on my relaxing voice. It's going to switch sides here. So you guys can, this will be the comparison point here, right? So in December 2021, we're all here stretching out again with our super flexible hamstrings. I'll have like a really relaxing voice set for you guys. Get ready for that. I think the microphone does make a difference though, because I had a buddy we were connecting with. It was a friend of a friend, and he had his like podcast microphone that we were listening to on Zoom. And when I listened to him on that like microphone, huge difference. It's like radio voice. So I think we'll experiment with some mic options here. All right, bring it down. Cross one leg over the other. Special guest buddy there. So you got that cross leg knee in. Figure four stretch. Cradle either the leg, so the bent leg, or the hamstring. Either one is fine. Hamstring is the side of the leg that's bent where you can kind of kick up. And then the cross leg is the glutes, the piriformis, all those hip rotator muscles that you're stretching there. Bring it into your comfort level there. Work on it. And breathe as always. So I think bare minimum, just getting out of whatever position we're usually in, whether that's seated or other positions. It's good to move around a little bit, right? And this is kind of a perfect way of doing that. And cross the leg, it's going to switch the other way as far as benefits of stretching and mobility. But I think the breath work, just as important. It's huge. So I'm happy we're getting it in. And thank you guys for coming, because that helps me also get it in. So love that. All right. A couple more deep breaths here. Cradle that leg, knee in tight. As long as you don't have any hip pinching, it's all good here. All right, perfect, good. All right, to continue our greatest stretches here, let's go knees in, pull them in tight. If that hurts, come in here. You can go behind the thighs. Otherwise, just cradle it, hug it out as much as you can. 2 or 3 deep breaths. This is kind of like a upside down child's pose, right? Or this is like a lying down flat, full squat, if you can imagine that. All right, and then we have you go to your side here. So we're lying our side, knees are together. If you already know you want a little bit more, you can go leg straight and then knee down on the ground there to get the knee on the ground. So that we'll go from that into the open book stretch. So you want that knee just about parallel 90 degrees here, in line with the hip, going straight down towards the ground. Rotate with that top arm. Go as far as you're comfortable with, as long as that shoulder feels okay. And it's more about really your middle of your back, your thoracic spine turning, right? So you see the Access logo right here. I'm trying to get that logo pointed up towards the ceiling as much as I can. Shoulders definitely come along for the ride. Chest is coming along there. I'm getting that stretch, but it's about getting that logo to the ceiling where it belongs there. 4 or 5 deep breaths. You can get some reps in, or you can just get in there, hang, hold, breathe. Sing the ABCs. It all works here. Just like washing your hands, right? You want to do it long enough so it makes a difference. Sing the ABCs. All right, let's go ahead and unwind there. Bring yourself back together slowly, and then just switch to the other side there. I'm going to do the 180 turn around here. Bottom leg straight or both knees on the ground. Either way is fine. And then rotate and breathe. Both work here. And again, it's about getting your core, that logo up towards the ceiling here, that mid-back. Hearts to the skies. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. I got it. 5 or 6 deep breaths is the target here. And just feeling that chest open up, the shoulders, getting it towards the ground. Head can be looking straight up or even towards the hand if we're turning there. Sometimes getting that neck to turn gives you a little bit more. Good. We're going to get one more deep breath there, and then we got it. All right, folks. Excellent work there. Unwind there. Good stuff. All right. So let's go right from that. We did the leg raise and hold. Now let's go hands flat, press down with that lower back. Let's go alternating leg raise with some movement here, right? So we kind of got some mobility here. We're trying to lock it down, use it, and also just keep gaining a little bit more. Good. We'll go for about 30 seconds here. Just long enough to make an effect, but not really to wear us out. All right, here we go. And then I want everybody to go face down if we can. Kind of a prone cobra position. Bonus points for rolling here without using your hands if you can. So you want to think when you're in this prone position, toes pointed, butt tight. Okay, lock those things in first. Once you got that, head looking down or up a little bit if you feel more comfortable with that. Go into that Sphinx, which is just elbows down. Again, with that butt tight, that'll help out. So you get some of this elongation from that mid back, right? And your abs are tight, so you're not getting any lower back. If this feels okay with the low back, feel free to press up to your hands. If not, then stay right here, and that's fine. You can even get some rotations to here on the elbows. I just don't want you to compress that low back. But if you feel comfortable, like a push-up, you're up here, shoulders are low, butt's tight, abs are tight. Breathe. A little bit of rotation if you're okay with that. Slow, steady here. And then even head up a bit's fine, and then come back down, reset. We're just get 3 of these. So elbows are always fine if you start feeling it. But main thing, toe pointed, butt tight. Press up, breathe, long inhale. Even longer exhale. There we go. Nice. Uno más here. One more. All right. Excellent, folks. Good. We're in. We're right out of there. That's extension. Now we're going to do a little bit of flexing. So bring the knees up. Here, you got the option. Keep the toes pointed, or you can go toes flex, butt back. You have the butt back towards the heels as much as you can that you're comfortable with. Reach out. If you got this, see if you go palms up on both sides. You have that child's pose stretch. And then breathe. So I know why they call this a child's pose now. Babies do it all the time. So that same baby I've been talking about this whole year, my nephew, like they sleep exactly like this. He just goes face down and sleeps like this. Hours. I checked. I didn't watch him the whole time, but I checked. It doesn't seem comfortable, but they pull it off somehow. All right, let's go cat camels here. Another exercise. It's very practical and related, right? Cats do this all the time. I don't know if camels do this. Cows, I guess. It's this position. Inhale. And exhale there. Speaking of cows, very excited for some prime rib tomorrow. New Year's Eve. So pumped. So pumped. Hope you guys have awesome, fun meals planned here for tomorrow. Good salad. Some fruit. Here we go. One more each side. All right, so one leg up, one leg down, hip flexors. Yeah, so my family, right, they definitely do tamales on the holidays, but like a Japanese tradition, right? My wife's half Japanese. Crunch down, tuck under. We got that hip flexor stretch, right? Hold that, breathe, reach up if you need a little bit more, long reach, and then even a side bend there if you want some more there. So they do like mochi, right? If you guys know what mochi is, I think it's like a rice based kind of dessert thing. Um, Probably had it in different things, but they do. That's like the traditional New Year's thing. You pound the mochi. It's like super labor intensive, but it's a like a whole family kind of gathering thing. But that's the theme that I'm noticing with all these cultures, right? I think it's about doing something super hard that brings everyone together. So make sure we switch sides here. I would definitely prefer the workout to that. So that'll be my family tradition. Tuck under, crunch down, and reach. So I might just take my old dogs for a walk here tomorrow. See how far we can get. A little bit of side bend if you need some more. So we're getting some length across the lats, hip flexors, and then base. Just whatever you feel like you need, right? You can go pretty wide with this. You can go really narrow. Narrow is obviously going to be a little bit more balance based, wider, a little bit more balance, but it's going to change and stretch a little bit there. But as long as you feel like you're there, a kickstand is fine. That's what I'll call this, is kind of kickstand. It's because it's about this hip and pushing forward, right? So if we get that enough tuck here, we get the hip flexor, then we get a side bend, and then breathe. All right, a couple more here. All right, nice. Shake those shoulders around. You could stay in a kneeling position. We'll call this a tall kneeling position, or you can come up to standing. Either one is fine. I'll do the stand just because. Let's go. Hands behind your back if you can. Roll the shoulders down and back. Stack your posture up, right? So what that means is ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, ears, toes, right? I'm tall. That's the main thing. We got that. Even if I'm on knees, same idea, right? And then we go head up, chin to the ceiling, and then head down. Real slow, just take it through. At the same time, you're anchoring your hands and shoulders down, right? So just remember that. Head up, inhale and exhale, head down, inhale and exhale. Here we go. Just go as far as you're comfortable with here. More and more, I'm finding how important these neck muscles are for everything else. All right, here we go. And then head tilt sideways like you're looking at something funny, because you are. It's me. And then we got the shoulder blades back and down. Good head tilt. And hopefully by next week when I see you guys, the caterpillar will be off my face here. It'll have become a chrysalis, soon to become a butterfly in the spring that is 2021. All right, roll those shoulders around a little bit. All right, so if I have you kneeling, we can either do, we have options here, right? You can either come up to this a standing position, or you can come up to one leg and then lean in, kind of a hip flexor stretch there. If we're standing, then I want you just to stagger that stance there. Same idea with the hip flexor stretch, right? And then, so any option is fine. Once you have that, it's basically getting your hands on the inside of your knee. One hand is going to hold, the other one's going to rotate. That's all we're looking for. We're just looking for a stand rotation. So if I'm facing you here, left leg, right leg, leg comes across, then I'm rotating, I'm turning. Inhale, exhale, turn. Look at the hand. I'm getting a hip flexor stretch. I'm getting some upper back. If I want to be down on the ground, be a little more stable, then that gives me a little bit more. Your call. 5, 6 reps each side there. Take your time with it. No rush. So we're getting hip flexor, upper back. We're getting it all here. Good. And it's going to switch sides when you're ready. All right, nice work, folks. There you go. Thank you. Reset here a little bit. We're gonna go into a squat stretch. So we can do this a couple different ways. Feet go wide. Hands can either go right on the inner thigh there, press out. Squat as deep as you're comfortable with here. Feet flat, preferred for me. If you got a little bit more range, mobility, if you're comfortable with it, try to get down to the toes maybe. Press out with the knees, wherever you're comfortable with, right? Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Inhale, exhale. And then the weight shift is generally going to be back in a wide stance, right? So I just don't want you guys too forward to take it off the knees here. Let's get one more and then rise, blossom. Here we go. We're up. Good. Shake it out. If you got it in you, get one more. Otherwise, you can kind of go for, a hands out, knees out squat. That's fine too. But if you can, try to get down there. Keep working on prying. Getting tall with that posture, with that spine, keeping those feet flat. Well, this one's different for everybody, but I think it's super beneficial for all of us here. And stand it up. Last one here. If you need something, or sometimes if it helps to have a little bit of support on something that's stable, right? That'll help you drop lower and get taller if you want. But if you want to go freestanding, that's perfectly fine. Either way works. A little bit of side to side. Breathe. All right, a lot of work here. Nice work. All right, shake it out. That's the toughest one of the day. So we got that one done. Let's go for wider stance. Now we're going feet outside the shoulders, but toes pointed straight ahead. Hips, I'm chopping here. I'm leaning one way. This side's lengthening. Then I'm pressing off this side to come up, and then I'm going to switch right to the other side. Hips back. My butt's trying to shoot back towards this closet behind me. And then I'm standing up. There, and then back up. You need some more stretch. You can get a reach across your body there. And then stand, right? It's all about the weight shift. You're really trying to get our hips back. Butt shooting back that way. Knees staying fairly in like a vertical angle here. I'm coming up. So basically, I'm not getting too much knee bend forward, right? It's like about getting it back is what I'm trying to say. Keeping that shin angle straight up and down. Not that it's wrong to bend your knee forward. It's just that for most people, or a lot of people, they get some knee issues if we go too far forward. So we're just shifting back. Counterbalance with the hands. Sink back into those hips. Imagine that chair behind you, but remember, it's not really there. There we go. Watch out for mammals that may be around you here. I don't want to be responsible for any casualties. There we go. So far, no, knock on wood, no Zoom accidents for me with any of the online training. The only person that's fallen down during a Zoom thing is me, so that works. I was trying to do a reverse crunch on a ball. It didn't work out. All right, good. Shake it out. We got it. Nice work. All right, two options to this one. It's either quad stretch, hold this way, or knee hug, hold that way. You can do both if you want. Supported, unsupported. I know sometimes it's tough to get in this position with the knee, so up in front is fine. It's just about getting hip separation, right? We're getting that to move up or this to move back. Either one is fine. You can rotate between both. If you have the quad stretched down, you have that balance. Both hands on the quad or on the toes, shoulders low, get tall, breathe. There we go. Let's go to the other side. It's a classic one. It's a toughie. We all did it in PE as kids. Nice. Another side here. Always go to that knee hug there. Yeah, we got to get those kids working out again, right? The children, they are our future. Got to work on it. All right, folks, good stuff. Shake it out there. We got some of the upper body going already. We're going to go back down to the ground here. If I could just see the cat camels one more time, and then we'll just get 3 or 4 more stretches. And we are released for the year. Look at that. Chest up, head up, get that extension. Chin down, spine tucked. Get that flexion, full body there. Here, we're flossing. Floss the spine here. Inhale. And exhale. So with this, especially what I'm going for is make sure that you all feel better than when you leave than when you came here. I already do. All right. If we can keep the hands planted down, unless they have any kind of wrist issues, we can go up this way. Otherwise, hands down. Just try to get those shoulders to roll around. What that is basically this. I'm doing this, but keeping my hands on the ground, right? So shoulders shrug, shoulders pull down. Shoulders shrug, shoulders pull down. This is just so we can stretch our forearms. Our shoulders are scapula muscles here, or a scapula joint, I should say, and the muscles surrounding. And just keeping the spine straight or neutral as much as we can. Good, just a couple more there, real quick. All right, very nice here. All right, then we're gonna go back into an all fours position. If we can go toes straight, pointed, elbows on the ground. So we got a turtle happening here. If my elbows can touch my knees, even better. Now, if you can, hand behind the back. If for whatever reason that's not happening, we go hand behind the head, and that's fine too. Rotate, turn, back down. If you got the hand behind the back, go for that. Rotate, turn, think shoulder towards the ceiling. Don't push it too much on the first ones. Just ease into it, breathe into it, and as that opens up, just try to get a little bit more. Especially at the end range, right? If you get like kind of like you get a little bit stuck there, take a deep breath in, long exhale, maybe we'll get a little more. Good. 3 or 4 deep breaths, 3 or 4 big rotations there, and then switch sides, okay? Same thing other side, hand behind the back or on the head, turn and burn. All right, very nice. One more time with that child's pose stretch. Tuck the toes. Reach the hands out. If you want a little bit more, you can reach across your body there and then sit back away from that side, emphasizing that side. Then we get the lats, you get the obliques, you get the QL, that spine. And the other side here, cross body or cross the mat and then sit back. All right, perfect, folks. We are going to finish how we started here in that wide V sit position here. Sit on the sit bones, stack your posture up. Functional exercise here. I'm going to hinge and reach and breathe. Inner thigh stretching. Maybe it's a little bit looser now. And then I'm reaching towards my glass of wine here. I got it. Very successful. That's incentive, right? I mean, I think that works. That like strikes up those images, right, of like the cartoons with the treadmill and the pizza, or the treadmill and the donut, or whatever else. It works for flexibility too, I guess, right? On the side bend, toe touch if you can, or reach for it, and then come across with that arm. So this is what I'm really going for, is this side bend here. When you go really wide, it stabilizes your hips, and then when we get that side bend, it's all your lats, your connective tissue down here in the side of your back, which I think is really important to stretch out. Which if you ever get low back tightness, which I do if I sit for long periods of time, that makes such a big difference. All right, same other side here to finish. Let's do it. All right, one more big deep breath there. All right, awesome, folks. Good stuff. That was great. Thank you so much for joining. That was the best. Thank you.